Yeah, I'm sick after this one, y'all. I really am, man. This team I've gone live as the game winds down. This team I don't even know what to say, man. I really don't. This game really brought out emotions out of me that I hate that it's even letting me get this upset, you know? I'm not a yeller. I'm not one that likes to yell. So I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to come out here and look stupid. But I repeatedly say, man, we don't deserve what we get on this field, man. We really do not. I want to remind everyone this Bengals defense has allowed. Let me make sure I'm pulling up the right stats here, y'all. Week 1, they lose to the Patriots. The only Patriots win is 16-10. They only put up measly 10 points. Chiefs put up 26. Commanders put up 38. The Panthers put up 24. The Ravens put up 41. And the Giants are going to hand them their lowest, defensive points allowed. Of course, out of all the teams to do it, it'll be the Giants. Let it be the Giants. 7 measly points, a game after they gave up 41. And they've consistently given up over double digits, and we can only put up 7 points. It's just sad, man. It's sad. And I hate the fact that, we're here doing this, man. King Ricky, appreciate you for joining up, man. Appreciate you being in the building. Of course, the Giants choked it, man. 1-4 Bengals. I don't care who's on that sideline. Joe Burrow did not look crazy today. That offense was not crazy. The defense, man, hats off to the defense, man. The Giants defense stood up all game, just for the offense to go and score 7 points. And this is the same things we talk about week in and week out. Yes, the quarterback is going to take a lot of the bluntness of this. The quarterback is not it, y'all. It's not it. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care about what weapons he has out there. I don't care about how the offensive line looked, which either way, I think both look pretty solid. It's the quarterback, y'all. There's nothing we can look at else. There's nothing you should be looking at, y'all. Are you gonna look at Brian Daboll? Are you gonna look at everybody else and stop avoiding the last thing, man? You got a good game here, a bad game here, a good game here, a bad game here. You can't win like this. Cannot win like this, man. It was a late throw from Burrow long. That was tough. I was hoping they would lock in on that fumble, but it didn't just go. Man, if you saw my reaction when that fumble happened, Ricky, if you saw my reaction, man. But in typical Giants fashion, that's just how it feels like it would go. It feels like it would end that way. There's no way the Giants would make a play and actually end up with the ball. There's no way that was going to happen. Now, this game, once again, is still not over as of now, I believe. Still like a minute left in the game. I have it going on. But, yeah, man, this is just sad. This is just sad, man. They're going to kick the field goal. They're going to try and get the onside kick now. It's just sad, man. Because once again, I repeat, man, this is a game that they should have won. They should have won this game. I didn't care who was on that side. I don't care if it was Joe Burrow. This defense played too good to get 7 points. And he missed the field goal anyways. Yep. Icing on the top, y'all. The icing on the top. He misses the field goal anyways. We can't do anything. This team can't do anything, man. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. And I repeatedly say, man, what else are you gonna look at to blame, man? What else are you gonna look at to blame? What else could it possibly be? Man, I'm just changing up the title for y'all real quick, man. Same old record. Man, appreciate y'all. Hey, regardless, I just changed the title, y'all. That's what took me a little bit. We got 10 people in the building, man. Like up the stream, man. Go ahead and let me know how y'all feel. Listen, regardless, I appreciate y'all for being here. We just here to rant, y'all. Everybody that's in the building, man, go ahead and rant. Let me know how y'all feeling about this team right now. I'll tell you how I'm feeling. This team is trash. This team is trash. And don't get me wrong, like I'm not trying to sound like a super negative person, as negative as I can be, or can sound. I'm gonna be honest, man. It's not the team. The team is not trash. It just sucks that we're led by a quarterback that plays like this, that we can't lean on. We can't lean on our quarterback. I don't care about Malik Neighbors not being there. I don't care about none of those things, man. A home primetime game against a 1-4 Bengals. It's not a gimme. It's a shame that it's not a gimme, but it's even worse that our offense cannot do anything. We can't do anything offensively. That is a problem. I'm over here sitting on the couch with my wife, and I'm letting her know, like, everything seems hard for this team. Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. Think about how many times we had to go for it on fourth down. This Bengals, once again, y'all, and I'll put it up, man. I'll put it up for y'all. I'm not talking out of my, you know what, this Bengals defense has been trash. I don't care who they got back. BJ Hill is over here looking like a superstar. That's not the offensive line's fault. I'm just saying that, like, what are we doing? What is the game plan? What are we effectively trying to do? They just gave up 41 points to the Ravens. They gave up 30-plus points to the Commanders. They gave up 24 points to the Panthers, and we only put up 7. 7 measly points. It's insane, y'all. It's insane, and it's the same tune every single time. It's the same tune every single time. I'll have it up here, man. You see it on the screen. They lost to the Patriots. That's one. Week 1, whatever. It was week 1. This team lost to the Patriots. They go on to lose to the Chiefs, giving up 25 points, 26 points. They give up 30-plus to the Commanders, 24 to the Panthers, 41 to the Ravens. And, of course, the Giants' offense strolls into town, and automatically they can't put up points. Leave it to the Giants' offense to put up 7 points. It's inexcusable. We talked about it on the live stream with TP. We talked about it. This quarterback is not consistent, and that's why this guy is not going to be here next year. There's no way he's back next year. And I'm sorry for anyone that I was pointing out optimism to. I'm sorry for anyone that was fooled by DJ again, thinking that he can come out back-to-back games, have a good game, and win a big game in prime time. I was a fool to think that he could. I was a fool for that. I really was. I was a fool. I thought this Giants team can beat the 1-4 Bengals on Sunday Night Football. And I feel like a fool for doing that, man. I feel like a fool for doing that. We're going to catch up in the chat real quick. This team is trash. West End, I feel everything you're feeling. Can we just not play at home? We can't play at home at all. We scored our first offensive touchdown at home, y'all. And it's in a loss. Jones got to leave. Well, I'm drained. Dave, I'm right there with you, brother. TK, goodbye, Daniel Jones. Listen, bro, like we gotta keep watching games of this. And what gets me even more, y'all, and I'm not trying to say this team is great. This defense, what they did today, y'all. Let's take this off the screen, man. What this defense did today, they deserved the W. They did. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. T. Higgins had himself, a solid day, but Joe Burrow did not light up the field. They did not run all over this defense. This defense gave the the Giants offense so many opportunities, and we couldn't cash in on any of them. We're out here missing field goals. We're out here going for it on fourth down and not getting it because our quarterback is throwing every slant that's known to man. I refuse to believe that all 7 guys are running slants. Not all receivers out here running slants. But yeah, every fourth down, give me play. Guess where he's going with the ball? Guess where he's going? And I don't care what it is. I don't care if the receiver's not catching it. I don't care if the DB makes a good play. The quarterback's not going to the right place with the ball. He's not. He's not. He's not. The simple goes wrong. Eddie, I'm right there with you, bro. I seen you start this lap before the game ended. Nolan, listen. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And then I'm over here watching and we still missed the. I want DJ sitting on the bench where he can't get injured. And the way he's lowering his shoulder, man, I really feel like this Bengals wasn't even trying until they actually had to. 0-3 at home this year, Omega, man. It's sad. We give up a bull touchdown to Joe Burrow. We are a team better than they are. And I'm tired of singing this tune. Dion, it's not, and I'm not even coming at you for it because I agree with you. But I'm tired of singing this tune that we're better than the teams that we're losing to, y'all. I'm tired of singing this tune. The Commanders we could have easily beat, but guess what? We didn't because we make too many excusable plays, man. This offense is not a good offense. Missed field goals don't help 100%. Bench DJ already, Shaq. Man, Big Blue for life. Those teams don't have their offense centered around Tyrone Tracy and Darius Slayton. Are you talking about the teams that put up points? Guess what? Those teams don't also have Daniel Jones on their team, and that's why they're able to move the ball the way they are. Like, it's sick. It's sick. Tyrone Tracy was the only great thing on this team today. He was the only great thing on this team. And guess what? I think a lot of teams would love to have a guy like Tyrone Tracy. The way he was patiently hitting the hole, and he was hitting the hole hard. This guy was out here making plays for us, and he was the reason why we ran down the field. So I don't want to sit here and think about the other teams not having Tyrone Tracy and Darius Slayton. I don't care about any of that because guess what? Tyrone Tracy and Darius Slayton is the reason why we won last week too. DJ was a really big piece, but DJ had the same weapons against Seattle. And in my opinion, that's a little more talented defense than this Bengals defense. And you see what happens on a back-to-back week, man. DJ has no fight in him. I don't know why they stopped running the ball too. Sit this trash quarterback on the bench before he gets hurt. DJ is trash. Like Ricky said right here, man, make sure you like up the stream, man. Like up the stream if you're in here. Go ahead, man. Everyone rant in the chat, y'all. Let me know how you feeling right now about this Giants team. Once again, man, I'm sorry. And I'm saying I'm sorry on their behalf, y'all, because I'll continuously say we don't deserve the product that's being put on the field. We don't deserve Sunday Night Football. Energy's ecstatic. The Giants have a chance to be 3-3, be 500 going into a Philly. And I think Philly is trash, too. It's a shame. It's a shame that, oh, my gosh. DJ has no fight. Jabari, what's good? Jabari, you're right on time, brother. Right on time. Yeah, the defense was great. As I always said, the team will only go as far as DJ can go. Hit that like and subscribe. Let my guy TK said, man. Hit that like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We back on this BS, man. Welcome back, Misery. We need a new coach. Hey, Brian Daboll put on those glasses just for DJ to throw slants, bro. Like, it's crazy. I don't know what else he was crafting up on the back end. I'm already seeing, clips about Wandale being open behind. I'm seeing other different things. I like the stream. Appreciate you, Dave. Hey, everybody, if you brush your teeth this morning, man, make sure you like the stream. Now we're bad because we always find ways to lose, especially at home. And this is what kills me the most. Regardless of everything that happened all game. And once again, the defense, it is not their fault. It is not their fault that we went out here and lost. But when they're driving the ball, after DJ missed, like that fourth down play happens, whatever, they get the ball. We need to try to get a stop to get the ball back. And we force the fumble and it goes out of bounds. These are the type of things that it's just never going to go our way, y'all. It's never going to go our way. It's never going to go our way. If you heard the yell I admitted, man, after that play, because of course, we forced the fumble. It's right there in our hands. Jason Pinnock completely whiffs on it, and it goes out of bounds. In perfect Giants fashion, man. I'm running out of words to sum up this team, y'all. And once again, the defense, I think the defense played lights out. Shane Bowen, credit to you. And I don't care let it be Daniel Jones. Let it be Darius Slayton still dropping passes because he still is doing that. Let it be, other parts of this team. Brian Daboll, embarrassing. Embarrassing. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's the main reason we're losing. But if you're the offensive coordinator for this team, if you're the head coach of this team, you're going against a Bengals defense that has given up points to everybody. Everybody. And we only scored 7 points. Embarrassing. There's no other way to put it. It's embarrassing. We are better than the teams we play against. Fully healthy. We have a better core minus a quarterback. We need to get a QB. I think we really missed Neighbors today. But we still should have won this game without Neighbors. Hyatt is closed. Listen, Hyatt is toast, y'all. Hyatt is toast. I blame DJ supporters. Hey, man. Hyatt had zero effort in that target on the left side of the field. He's over here hand fighting with the DB and then trying to bait into a call. I hate that. I hate that. Why is our offense based on 2 or 3 players? Like, come on. And it's sick. It's sick. Big Task. Appreciate you for being in the building, man. That's exactly my feelings right now. This is why I don't want to go to games right now. I can't go through all the time to spend to witness heartbreaking performances like this. Rather be able to just turn off my TV and roll over. I'm sorry. Listen, my birthday's in December. We play the Saints at home. I was going to go to a game. After seeing week 1, I said, I'm not spending money. I'm not spending money on flights, on hotel stay, just to go out there. To mingle with y'all, 100% I would. To mingle with y'all, to chill, and obviously enjoy a game. But I ain't spending more than a band. I ain't spending more than a band to go out there and watch this team like this, man. 160 mil for what? Our kicker's so goated. Our kicker needs to be goated. It's just the tip of the, whatever, the cherry on top. That's what it is. Our kicker missing field goals is the cherry on top. I blame the DJ supporters too. MetLife needs to look like the COVID year, empty till we start winning. I've never seen an offense run the same exact play over and over and it really be looking like Madden. Listen, this slant, like the little slant pattern to DJ, the little slant pattern to Slayton, man, like it was your go-to play the last 2 times and we can continue to throw it. Oh, man. Go ahead. Hey, we got some people in the building. Make sure you like the stream. Go ahead and rant in the chat, man. Tell me everything you feel about this game in the chat right now. I'll repeatedly say it, man. This defense put up too good of an output against a top offense, if not the top offense in the league. These guys were airing it out against everybody. Week 1, we know what it was with the Patriots. T. Higgins been out the past couple games in the first couple games of the season. He came back. This offense took off. But guess what? They still managed to lose games. Why? Because their defense couldn't stop anybody either. Their defense couldn't do a thing. But all you have to do, y'all, is play the Giants. You play the Giants, you will be great. You will be fine. Everything you feel like is a deficiency, just play the Giants and you'll be all right. That's all it is. If your defense is struggling, go play against Daniel Jones, Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton, and Brian Daboll. Go ahead. Everything will be fine. Remember, the Cowboys couldn't stop anyone from running the ball, but guess who couldn't run the ball on the Cowboys? You see what the Cowboys went ahead and did? They couldn't score. They didn't score a touchdown today, an offensive touchdown. I believe they kicked all field goals. Their defense gave up over 40 points. 40 points today. And guess what? When we play them in a couple of weeks, we'll probably only walk away with 7 points too, y'all. This type of loss sends organizations to the dark ages. But the biggest thing, Big Task, and everyone that's in the chat, man, the biggest thing that's annoying is that this team should really be better than they are. We should not be 2-4 now. We could have easily been walking out of this game 3-3 with a lot of optimism to head into to go play that trash Philly. Philly looked like trash today, y'all. They barely escaped the win against the Cleveland Browns. And they have this high-powered offense with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, and they could barely score on them. Barely. It would have been perfect. 3-3 with a little bit of momentum, back-to-back wins, but I'm a fool for thinking we can do that. I'm a fool for thinking that, y'all. I'm going to stand on it. I'm going to stand on it. Hyatt isn't toast. He has a SHIT QB. Remember when y'all said Ingram was toast? Hey, nah, the thing with, this is the thing. This is the difference, Jabari. This is the difference. Hyatt cannot get open. That's the problem. Yes, maybe a certain quarterback could probably hit the deep ball a little bit better, and you might have seen more plays out of him. But Hyatt is never wide open if you can't tell, even with this speed. Evan Ingram would be open and just flat out drop the ball. That's a difference. Hyatt on that deep ball that, like DJ threw out there, some people would probably argue it should be a better ball, but ham fighting with the DB and then asking for a call, that's weak, man. That's weak. Go get the ball. Go get the ball. Let's go Yankees. That's my only thing I can root for right now, man. We got if I turn around a bit, we got the Judge Gavel right here. This is why I hate our fan base. Look at Hyatt's QB. Let him go to a team that has a competent QB. Listen, Jabari, I can respect it. Once again, I don't think our quarterback's the best person, but you don't see him running wide open for a reason. That's all I got to say. I'm not watching anymore, bro. Mac, I'm sorry that we all have to watch that. And sadly, next week we'll be back here doing it again. We will be back here doing it again. The amount of chances for them to win was insane. The lost fumble made me think we had another chance, but then missing the field goal the second time was just laughable. It was a cherry on top, y'all. It was a cherry on top. I'm a little behind. I'm going to try to catch up real quick, man. Jones let me down. It's like, bro, does coke before primetime games. Is it crazy that Jones playing at home just makes him play worse? I don't know what it is. I don't know if the nerves, get to him about playing in your home stadium. I gotta start looking at the splits with Daniel Jones home and away. It's gotta be bad. Like, this guy does not win at home. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This defense goes and pitches a perfect game against a high-powered Bengals offense, and we only get 7 points. And keep in mind, we're 22 minutes into the stream. We started the stream before the game ended. I haven't even brought up the interception. The rookie play interception, the second-year interception that if everyone that's been watching this team for the past couple of years, if you're a real diehard Giants fan, if you've seen Daniel Jones ever since he got drafted, how many times have you seen a play like that happen? Think about the Bucks. Think about the Steelers. Think about how many times that the play should be over. Chuck the ball out of bounds. Do something. And guess what? Daniel Jones tries to throw it, force it across the field, puffed into the air, and picked off. Those little plays are plays that should not happen with the 6th-year QB. It shouldn't happen. But guess what? We got to deal with it. You know why? Because there's not other teams in this league that deal with that. They don't put up for a quarterback like this for 6 years. But of course, the New York Giants will. Of course they will. This loss makes me feel like the Giants have turned into the Jets. Now, if we were the Jets, we'd probably go out and fire Brian Daboll. I think they're a little smarter by not firing their coach. But, hey, we're just up there with them. Every time I see Slayton running that slant, I'm just waiting for the defense to know that play and pick six it. It's going to happen soon, Nolan. It's going to happen soon. Like that's the funny part is that was our play, our bread and like 4th down. Let's try to find a way to get open. And once again, I mean, how many plays do you have deep in the bag? Because you go for it on 4th down, 5-6 times today? Because once again, nothing comes easy with this offense, y'all. Nothing comes easy. So I mean, how many more plays do you have? But please, 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 please. If every defense is watching film, they know. Just jump on the routes. Jump on the routes. You know why? Because Daniel Jones is not going to make 2 reads. He's not doing that. Daniel Jones is not going to look 2 different receivers and look one off. He's not going to do that. This offense has no creativity, none. Man, this game was so hard to watch. Darian, appreciate you for joining in. We could never just score in the first series. Defense played great. They played way too good, man, for us to walk away like this. 0-2 field goals, I guess having a kicker doesn't mean you'll 100% win the game. Hey, maybe we still would have lost to the freaking Commanders if we had a kicker. So, would you say I was wrong for always thinking negative for this team for years? People said I was pessimistic. Was I wrong? Now, once again, I think part of being a fan is being optimistic about this team. Because guess what? Realistically, if we felt the way we feel right now all the time, we gotta stop being a fan at one point, right? Like we got to. So I'm not gonna say you're wrong for it. But at the end of the day, we both look like this. We both look like this with a poverty team in front of us that just completely underperforms every year. Like I've been saying since game 1 of the season, Daniel Jones cannot throw. It hurts me to say that. It hurts me to see him make plays against the Seattle Seahawks. Everyone's talking about Daniel Jones. Everyone's talking about Daniel Jones has been playing better since week 2. And I have a video on the channel. I hate to sound negative. I hate to be negative. I hate to have a negative output on a certain video, right? I really do. I have a video that says the truth. And it pretty much just talks about how Daniel Jones is selling this team short. There's multiple opportunities that we're missing. Think about that play where Wandale's running, clear out, a crosser. He's wide open, and we can't make that throw. And I don't care about pressure. I don't care about none of those things. Other quarterbacks are making that throw. Think about Joe Burrow to open up after the half. This guy scrambles all over in the backyard, drops it in a bucket on Jamar Chase. Heavily contested, but drops it perfectly. Our quarterback cannot make these plays. Our quarterback cannot make this team win not by himself, but in the sense of his own doing. It's not going to happen. It's not going to. Really thought we had a chance with that fumble that went out of bounds. That's the part that really hurt. They lost because they didn't get Hyatt involved in the offense. There's a ton of reasons why they lost. To be fair, we barely beat the Browns. To be fair. But once again, when you think about where the Giants are and where the Eagles are supposed to be, I think we're pretty close. Jalen Hurts looked like Daniel Jones without his wide receivers. I'm done with this team. Hyatt needs to be put in motion before the snap so he can have a free release. That might be it. There's a disconnect. No Mets, no Nets, no Jets. Burns and Aziz balled out. Also Tyrone Tracy. Once again, I'm going to stop it right here real quick. I'm going to pause it on this one right here. Burns and Azeez Ojulari were obviously the standout guys from today. They for sure were. I'm not going to credit the DBs too much. I don't think the DBs did a great job today. They didn't do a bad job, but it's really the pressure. The pressure was still there. And don't get me wrong, I was looking at it when they're talking about the Giants leading the league in sacks. I'm just like, there's two very big outlier games, but you're starting to see they're generating pressure on a weekly basis. Burns showed up easily his best game in a Giants uniform yet, and he did it without Kayvon Thibodeau on the other side. But guess what? Azeez was balling out, forcing a fumble, 2 sacks on Burrow, stepping up big time. And we always talked about it. Azeez, it was never the issue about him with his talent. It was being on the field. His availability has always been his issue. Always been his issue. So Burns and Azeez, shout out to y'all, man. If there's anyone I'm looking at after leaving this game, I'm looking at them. Burns and Azeez had a great day today. And Tyrone Tracy should be the RB1. Easily. This offense is off. It's literally just off. Like, it's literally turned off. We don't have any offense. Tracy or Singletary. Let me know in the chat, y'all. Tracy or Singletary. Tracy or Singletary. I figured it out. Daniel Jones is allergic to end zones. All right, Ryan. Let me know, Ryan. Since I'm the one that supports this trash. Because, of course, being a fan of a team, you're casually supporting a team. Are you not? Being a fan, don't you support a team? Or are you just a hater of the team? Let me know, Ryan. Let me know. Either way, supporting a team and getting this outlook, getting this performance. Come on, bro. L's in the chat, man. L's in the chat. And guess what? If you feel this way about me talking about this team and I support this trash, there's a reason why you clicked on this video, buddy. Our kicker can't be missing field goals. Yeah, it's just a tip of the iceberg, man. Once again, Daniel Jones sold with that pick. Defense played their tail end off. This is the offense except Tracy. The New York Giants have to deal with the terrible quarterback play because people defended it. When we signed DJ for 160 M's, he already showed us what he was. Us being delusional caused us to be here. Very true. Very true. I think regardless of how this fan base feels, Daniel Jones supporters, Daniel Jones haters, Daniel Jones naysayers, with all that being said, we do not get paid to make those decisions. People get paid millions of dollars to make those decisions, and here we are after it. Guys get paid millions of dollars to go make those decisions, and clearly they make the wrong one. Only scored 7 on the worst possible defense. That's exactly how I feel, man. Exactly how I feel. If the kick went in, we could be seeing a different game. Momentum is everything. I agree, Ricky. I agree, man. Back again to my therapy session. Daniel Jones isn't a guy you can trust. Milroe, Beck, or Sanders, please. Listen, Tigi, as much as I agree with you, there's a chance. There is a slim chance that this team still might not put themselves in a position to go get a quarterback. On the bright side, Juke, man, that boy Tracy is ready. Tyrone Tracy is RB1. I don't want to see nothing about Singletary. Singletary's still solid, but there's no way you go back to a game plan not including Tyrone Tracy. There's no way. Hey, make sure you like and the stream. If you're new to the channel, man, subscribe down below. Because guess what? Even though we're upset today, even though we're talking about this team is trash, this offense is trash, all those different things, we're going to be back here next week talking about this team. So make sure you subscribe if you're new. It's so predictable. Jones's cheeks. You're an effing Daniel Jones lover boy. Now you talking crap. Go ahead and watch my videos, bro. Go ahead and watch my videos, Ryan. Go ahead and click on one of my videos a couple videos back. I don't got to say too much. Go ahead, Ryan. But hey, once again, appreciate you for being in the stream, brother. Appreciate you, brother. This team is a 2022 Jets. Talented defense, great wide receiver 1, crap QB, 7-8 win season probably. Jake, you're probably spot on with this take, Jake. You are probably spot on with this take. I thought Dallas was rock bottom. This was worse. How did the Giants go from once great model franchise to a terrible and delusional mess? It's just being a Giants fan, man. This is just literally just being a Giants fan. Once again, man. Once again. Regardless of where this team is headed, you know, there's some bright spots to look at. There's some bad spots to look at. But I think overall, once again, when you look at it, this team should have won this game today. This team should have been 3-3. And that's why we feel the way we feel. No matter if you're a Giants fan, no matter if you're a Daniel Jones hater, no matter if you love Daniel Jones, no matter if you love this franchise, no matter what it is, everybody should feel optimistic. I don't care who the quarterback is. Because guess what? Our quarterback went against a 3-1 Seahawks team who's looking like frauds right now. A 3-1 Seattle team in Seattle won us a game. Why should we not think we should beat the 1-4 Bengals at home? No matter how you feel about your quarterback, no matter how you feel about this team, why should you not think that you can beat a 1-4 team? Why should you not? No, being a fan means being realistic. We need to hold our team accountable. When we suck, say we suck. Don't lie on the truth. Maybe, brother. Maybe. All I can say on this is none of it is not the truth. I think feelings definitely put you in a certain place for sure. And maybe some people speak out differently. But overall, what can I say? I still think Brian Daboll is a coach. I still think Brian Daboll is a coach. I feel like I skipped one. Did I miss one? Might have missed one. Hyatt sucks. Hyatt is not ready. That's my biggest problem with the Giants fan base. We don't remain realistic of our team. Criticize people like me, then get mad at the result. Being real with this team versus trying to be happy. I agree. I can respect your take, Jabari. We talk about this on a daily. We talk about this on the channel often. But all I can say is that something keeps bringing you back for a reason. You know, nothing against you. I'm saying in general, something brings you back for a reason. Our front four are top 5 in the NFL. Let's stick on this real quick. You know, K Saint, appreciate you for the comment, by the way. Our front four easily has to be at the top of the league, and yet we still sit at 2-4. This defense holds a Bengals team that's been on a heater, that's been tearing people apart, has been on a heater, and we'll put it up again. We'll do it again. The Bengals scored 34 on the Panthers, 25 on the Chiefs, 33 on the Commanders, 38 points against the Ravens, and this Giants team limited them to 17 points. And I don't even look at that Chase Brown touchdown at the end as a real touchdown. I really don't. I really don't even look at that as a real touchdown. I really don't. Right now, this defense is playing really well. If you think about the type of performances that we've given up recently, it's just a shame that our offense can't perform on top of it. This has been the tail of the tape for the past couple years for the Giants, and I'm waiting for it not to be. And a lot of people know what the answer is. Change the QB, and it might be a little different. Even if we do draft a rookie QB, we will still be bad for another 2 to 3 years, and who knows what happens to the coaching staff and front office. I'm just glad I got to witness the Giants win 2 Super Bowls. That's all we can hang our hat on, y'all, but it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad when at one point this is going to be old. It's going to be outdated, man. Tracy, damn, I'm that far back, y'all. We catching up, man. We catching up. Do you think we would have won the game if we recovered that fumble forever by Micah McFadden? Listen, do I think we would have won the game? It's hard to say that we would have. I just knew, of course, we're not going to fall in it. Do I think we would have won the game? It's hard to say. It's hard to say this team would have went out and won the game. We had too many opportunities to score, and we still didn't. You know, I talked about it in the beginning of the stream, man. Nothing comes easy with this team, whether it's a field goal, whether it's going for it on a fourth down, whether it's like any offensive drive. It's never easy for us, man. The one explosive play we had with Darius Slayton got called back on, the one out of the million, illegal formations or man downfield. There's so many different things that, once again, we talk about it on a weekly basis. Good teams find a way to win. Bad teams find a way to lose. This Bengals team, not a good team. Not a good team. As bad as you think we are, this team barely beat us. But, of course, they beat us. Tracy and Singletary. Tracy, we needed Leak. That was the difference in this game. I think, obviously Malik is going to continue to be the focal point of this offense. He's overall, obviously he's going to be open 24/7. And I think that is what we needed. We need a guy to get separation. I think personally we still should have won the game without him. But here we are. Southern, appreciate you for tapping in. He says, it's called quarterback hell. Gettleman said if we made the wrong pick with Jones, it would set this team back several years, and we're witnessing it. The even worse part is that we prolonged how much we would be like witnessing the setback. Because handing off the extension was not Gettleman. It was Joe Shane. And once again, I still talk about it to this day. For the Giants to move off of Daniel Jones after winning that playoff game, that would have been so tough. It would have been so tough. But once again, these guys get paid to make these decisions. We do not. We do not. As we are emotional, as we feel the way we feel, these people get paid millions to put that aside. Official saying L. Ryan in the chat, y'all. I told you, Juke, I know my Giants face red, droopy eyes. I wonder if y'all can see that. Maybe I can't, but yeah, man. Yeah, man. We need a healthy Cincinnati front, and they played too high all night, rushed for 4 for the most part. This is a game we missed, Leak. I agree, K-Saint. I blame the front offense. Andrew Thomas played a horrible game. I will say, Twist, appreciate you for joining up, by the way. I will say Andrew Thomas didn't look like his normal self. Hendrickson, yes, he's one of the top rushers in this league, but I don't think he should be able to mess with Andrew Thomas. And today, it was too close for comfort sometimes. I still think the offensive line did perform well. Time to trade some players. Hey, man, once again, for the right price, I'll do it. Hyatt needs to be more involved. DJ isn't targeting Hyatt often. It's costing us games. Should have, would have, could have, man. Perfectly said, my guy. Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Ryan's probably a Cowgirls fan, just mad about the dumpster fire the offense put up. It's crazy that as bad as we feel about the Cowboys, and like I said, the Cowboys look like trash today too. They scored more points than us. Sad. On the bright side, we have good young pieces, just an obvious hole at the quarterback position. We catching up, y'all. We catching up, man. I read every single chat in these streams. I'll read every single chat. So if you want to say something in the chat, make sure you type it up. Once again, like the stream if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, man, subscribe. We do this every week. We're here to talk about it. MetLife is cursed. We never play good at home. Sad. Why should you not feel like you could beat a 1-14? Because it's prime time and DJ is terrible. Do you think we're better than the Commanders? We're not better than the Commanders. That's the one thing you held on your head before the season started. Jabari, hey, listen. I've been doing this for a couple years now, and I know at the end of the day, whatever I say is on the internet forever, and I'll stand on it. I'm not saying you're calling me out. I'm just saying that this right here is exactly what I said, and I said if this does not go right, I know we are screwed. The one thing I held on to, I said we can always beat the Commanders. And the moment that changes, man, we got to start looking at the trajectory of this franchise. That the Commanders start beating us, we are dog water. And guess what? We are dog water. Sucks. I hope the defense is ripping into the offense and locker room. They deserve to be furious with them. Question: when was the last time Daniel Jones threw a touchdown pass? Last week. He threw 2 actually last week, but couldn't back to back. We got to start looking at that. If Tracy's number 1 running back, should we trade Singletary for a 3rd round pick or keep for second running back? I don't think any other offense or any other team would trade for Singletary. One being he's not on a cheap contract. He's on a middle of the pack contract, and 27 years of age. So I think we would keep him. I think it should be an even split of touches, because Singletary is still effective. Hyatt is in his emotions. He got a chip on the shoulder because he's not a wide receiver 1, 2, or 3. Then he has his opportunities to shine, and he plays with no heart. Plays with no fight. I agree with you. Hyatt not strong enough to beat physical corners or press coverage. That's a big issue. You didn't have to move off of DJ after the playoff when we just don't pay him $160 million. Jabbar, I think even you can give him half of that. If he's still the quarterback, it's still a problem, though. This is a decent team, but DJ puts a ceiling on this team. Once again, y'all, I highly advise you, even though as much as I wanted to go back and forth in that video where I talked about the truth, DJ does put a ceiling on this team. Easily. There's a ceiling on top of this team, and it's held by the quarterback. Notice AT had his left ankle wrapped at the end of the game. That's even worse, y'all. If Andrew Thomas is not able to go next week, man, Jonathan saying dink and dunk Jones doesn't have it. Jones is a solid backup quarterback. No more. This team is cooked. Crying emoji. Do you think tonight was enough for them to seriously think about benching DJ, or no, because Neighbors will be back? Now, I don't think they'll bench him. I don't. And y'all let me know in the chat, man. Do y'all think DJ will be benched? I don't think they'll bench him. I think this team is going to still try to go out and win games. And if you're starting DeVito or Drew Lock, you're not winning games. Some may argue, hey, you start Daniel Jones, you're not going to win games either. Daniel Jones is a guy getting paid the bread. You're going to start him at quarterback. So I don't think he'll be benched for sure. Neighbors coming back will improve this offense, and this offense might put up more points than they are. But overall, man, I don't expect them to bench him. Man. Once again, man, I appreciate everyone that's in the building right now. It's a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling. And we're going to have to bounce back, man. I wanted to have, and once again, call me optimistic, call me, way too emotional, call me everything. I wanted this team to go out and win back-to-back games against subpar teams. Keep in mind, y'all, this little gauntlet of the stretch of the season, we thought there's no chance. There's no chance. We'll probably be sitting at 2 wins anyways. But here we are, fighting and clawing in these games and being close. The Bengals we thought was going to be a wash, like we're going to get beat. The Seahawks we thought we were going to beat. The Browns we thought would beat us, and obviously the Browns. I mean, Deshaun Watson's the worst quarterback in the league right now. But here we are in games that we should be winning. We should be winning these games, man. We should. If you go into it thinking we shouldn't, obviously you're gonna leave being like, okay, I didn't expect to win anyways. That's what it was gonna be. But overall, this team is not as bad as the record shows. And it's annoying to say, but this team is not as bad as the record shows. This defense does not play bad. The offense will continue to be the problem, and the quarterback is always going to be the main topic of this team. This quarterback is holding the team back. There's a ceiling on this team, whether it be with Neighbors, whether it don't. I talked about that Cowboys loss. We had Neighbors on the field. He was wide open, making plays, over 100 yards. Couldn't score a touchdown. That'll continue to be the problem on this team. That'll continue to be the problem. DJ needs to be benched now. We're losing years off of our lifespan on this. Hey, man. I feel you on that one, man. Let's just lose at this point for the draft picks. What's your projection on the season? Let's look at it. Great topic. Great topic, my guy. Jabari, once again, appreciate you for joining the live stream, man. You need to make sure you're pulling up more consistently. Or maybe I'm going to challenge myself. I'll be live more so Jabari can be on, man. Because we still got to do that segment. We're going to invite a couple of you guys on. Let's look at the rest of the schedule right now. At least look at the next couple of weeks. Let's do that. So we got the Eagles coming up, 1 o'clock game in New York. Can't say we're going to win that game, right? Can't say we're going to win that game. Even though, once again, I will tell y'all, the Eagles look like cheeks right now. We do too, but the Eagles do not look good. We're not winning against the Eagles. We're not beating the Steelers. That defense is pretty stout. This offense looks handicapped with the way it is. With Neighbors back on the field, who knows? Who knows what we'll look like? But right now, that's an L. The Commanders are playing really good football. They just lost to the Ravens today, but they play good football. We're not beating the Commanders. The Panthers, hey, excuse me. Panthers put up a fight against the Bengals. So who knows? Who knows? And that's actually the game that's going to be in London. We're going to be playing the Panthers in London. So who knows? Weird things can happen. We got the Bucks. Bucks look like a good team. That's an L. We never beat the Cowboys. That's an L. Saints, probably a winnable game. Probably a winnable game. Ravens, that's an L. Falcons, that's an L. Colts, that should be a W because the Colts team are pretty bad too. And Eagles to close it out. So I'm probably looking at, we're at 2 wins now. Max 5 wins. Max 5 wins. And from everything that I said, you probably assume it'd be less. But you know this team, they're going to win some games that they probably shouldn't. They're going to win some games that they probably shouldn't. So yeah, man. I got to sit in at 5 wins max at this point, record-wise. On the bright side, DJ is better than Deshaun Watson. Oh, man. I've got a bad feeling about the rest of the season. We're about to get our kicked next week. New York Giants chopping block halfway through the season. Jones, Wan'Dale, Hyatt, Nacho, Singletary. Liabilities, regardless if you like them or not. Yeah, and the Singletary, the part that sucks is it's him fumbling. Wan'Dale, I don't know about Wan'Dale being liability. Will the Giants miss the playoffs this year? 100%, Tim. 100%. We're not better than the Cowboys or the Eagles as much as they both suck. And it sucks. It sucks because they're normally the clearly above a lot of people. This year they're not, and we're still not better than them. Coach lost us 2 games now. Why are we going for it in field goal range on 4th down and not tying the game? It's been a lot. It's been a lot, Doug. It's been a lot. Next year we'll have a rookie quarterback and Tommy. That's it. L. If we trade Neighbors like we did Odell, can we turn New York into Gotham? Hey, if we do that, y'all, that's when I know we hit rock bottom. Will the Giants trade Daniel Jones first and 4th rounders for the Dolphins for Tua in the offseason? Heck no. Heck no. I appreciate you too, man. Big fan of the channel. I actually want to start my own channel for Giants content as well. I tune in when I can. Hey, Jabari. Start it up. Jabari, start it up. Let you know right now. I don't know if you're waiting on a sign. I don't know if you're waiting on anything. Start that today. And best believe, as we're here, I'm a Giants channel. I have no infringements on anyone speaking on this team. I'm just a fan, just like y'all are, speaking on this team. So, for any motivation out there, for anyone that's in the chat, man, whatever you want to do, start it today, man. Because guess what? If you don't, it's just another missed opportunity. You guys play in Germany. Appreciate you, Ramos. Juke, we not beating the Saints. Chris, appreciate you for jumping in, man. Appreciate you for jumping in. Tommy DeVito has better connection with Hyatt than Jones does. That is a fact. We are not beating the Saints. Need to bench DJ. He cannot get that injury bonus. Neighbors has honestly gotten less likable since those 2 drops and the whole concert thing. I still love him as a player, but man. Now, that's a hot take for me. I'm not that moved by the whole concert. I saw someone tweet this today, and it's pretty funny. They went ahead and said, hey, maybe Neighbors shouldn't be at the game today because of the bright lights and loud noises. And honestly, if you don't want him at a concert, a game is just as bad. So that's all I got to say, man. Hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and record my post-game video. I appreciate y'all for joining in. I appreciate everyone that's been in the building. As you know, no matter what this team puts us through, the juke is going to be here week in and week out. So appreciate y'all for joining up. Once again, like the stream before you dip out of here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We do this every week. And, man, catch you on the next one. Peace.